Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Thursday, the 10th day of December. It is the Dewey Decimal System Day.
Okay.
It's also National Lager Day, Human Rights Day, Nobel Prize Day, and Hanukkah begins today. I'm going to go right back to the beginning. Dewey Decimal System Day. Every time I say that now, I think of...
UHF?
Yeah.
Me too.
What was that movie that it was like Rambo 9?
Conan the Librarian.
Oh, yeah. Conan the Dewey Decimal System. It's a Weird Al movie. It's his only movie.
Love
it
that
was so
movie.
cheesy. But
Oh,
yeah,
it was fantastic.
I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying it was cheesy. Got a Dear John letter that we posted on Tuesday. It's on our Facebook page. If you'd like to chime in, you can. And we're going to be answering the Dear John letter for Secret Santa coming up in just a bit.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. We may say we hate Mondays, but research says we hate Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays just as much.
It's pretty much just like the weekend.
Researchers did a little poll of 340,000 people, so that's quite a few. And they said that our moods are no worse on Mondays than they are any other day, except for Friday. We all seem to be really happy on Friday.
Well, yeah.
It's like it's, some special
It's the weekend.
day. So there you go. Monday's not the only bad day, according to that. According to another study, the average American received 18.2 unwanted spam calls per month in 2020. The damage from those scams in America, by the way, $10.5 billion annually.
Oh, my God.
So quit being a scammer and a spammer.
Wow.
Stop doing that. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A Virginia woman was arrested when police say she opened fire on a vehicle that had crashed in her backyard. Police said they went to the home at 11:30 on a Saturday when they heard reports of shots fired. The caller was a 74-year-old Nancy Blough, B-L-O-U-G-H. She said she woke up to find a vehicle crashed into her things in her backyard, including her vehicle. That's when she fired several shots
Holy
at the
cow.
vehicle. Not really sure why. Striking it as it attempted to leave the area. Oh, so they were trying to leave. And she's like, no, you're right here. The occupant of the vehicle, 29-year-old Caitlin Yance, was found nearby unharmed, charged with being intoxicated in public.
Yeah, I bet.
So explains why she was,
Why she's trying to leave.
getting all crashy and stuff. Police say in an investigation, it is still ongoing, but she is charged with reckless discharge of a firearm and unlawful discharge of a firearm into an occupied vehicle. She was held reportedly on a $5,000 secured bond. That is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Glenn Close told Peter Travers that Gwyneth Paltrow's 1999 Oscar win for Shakespeare in Love, quote, didn't make sense, end quote.
Who cares? How long ago was that?
1999.
Okay. Why is she bringing that up now?
I don't know if this is from 1999 and somebody's just finally sharing the story, or if she just said that the other day. That didn't make sense.
Wow.
Megan Fox and Mindy Kaling were both ensnared in a Ponzi scheme that duped investors out of $2.5 million. scheme.
Those
netted-
stories are so sad.
Yeah, $450,000 from Megan Fox, 1.75 million. I guess there's a decimal in there. 1.75 million from Mindy Kaling. So, sad news. That is Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of TimeForRehab.com. Finding the best nap length could be the trickiest part of a midday snooze. Is 20 minutes okay? How about 30? Maybe 60 minutes? Well, researchers say in order to make waking easy and prevent your afternoon siesta from affecting your bedtime, power naps should be short and sweet, Heidi.
Okay.
Experts say a power nap, by the way, can give your brain a boost, allow you to better solve problems, concentrate more.
So what are they saying? What is the length
They
of that
say
power nap?
once you hit the 30-minute mark, you run the risk of experiencing sleep inertia. And that's when you wake up feeling groggy because now you really wanted more sleep. So it's saying anything under 30 minutes is the best.
How long can you lay there to actually fall asleep before it's considered to have taken a nap? Because it'll take me sometimes an hour and a half before I fall asleep. So if I'm taking a 2-hour nap,
And only half
only
hour of it's
slept
really...
for 30 minutes,
I
does
don't
that
know.
still count?
I have no idea. An Indian woman successfully divorced her husband after he refused to allow her to watch soap operas. The husband's ban had led to daily arguments between the couple. Eventually, the wife decided the situation was unbearable and she filed for and received a divorce in India because he would not let her watch soap operas.
Okay.
Interesting stuff there. An average woman can stand a new pair of shoes for just 34 minutes before grimacing with pain on a night out. Researchers discovered once women have stepped out of the car or the taxi, they can only survive about 30 minutes before their feet hurt. And I gotta say, men don't notice the shoes nearly as much as you think.
No.
I had
Women do.
For an event we did, I had to wear high heels, and I was like, that was awful. It was probably one of the worst things I ever had to do. It's like, that was just the most
And they weren't even
uncomfortable.
that high.
No, it was so uncomfortable. I was like, don't do that ever again. I mean, wear sneakers with a dress. That would be just fine.
Yeah, you know what, though? Guys do notice. They might say they don't notice, but they notice
Not
shoes.
nearly enough to appreciate that pain.
I don't know.
Firefighters in Britain said a kitchen was on fire, and it was caused by the family dog that somehow turned on the microwave. They
Oh,
say
my.
a husky started a microwave, causing a package of bread rolls that were inside to burn and catch the fire. The homeowner was not present at the time of the fire, but alerted authorities when he noticed some smoke on their security cameras that were connected to his phone app. The dog, by the way, was not injured. And this, I think, is actually kind of an interesting thing. Embarrassing things job seekers have done. So we're going to end on here. They forgot the person's name. So you're being interviewed and you're like, so Michael? And they're like, no, my name is Mark. Oh, yeah. Did I get the job, Mark?
Yeah.
40% have forgotten who's interviewing them. 37% showed up late to an interview. Bad idea. 35% didn't even show up at all. So they had to call and say, you come into the interview or what?
Wow.
Yeah, that's not good. Our son's friend did that for a job that our son recommended him for.
Oh, that's right. He never did show up.
Yeah, never showed. Number 4 on the list, forgot the company's name. So they're talking about the company and they're getting the name wrong. And then the last one, didn't even know what the company did. 33%. Fun stuff. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
And our Dear John letter has been posted on our Facebook page for a few days, so there's been some folks who have had a chance to chime in there, and you are certainly welcome to as well, because I don't think that there is a right answer or a wrong answer to this. And I know there are going to probably be some people who disagree with my answer on this. And I don't know if Heidi even agrees with my answer, but we'll dive in right now. And again, I'll tell you how you can chime in with your response as well. Dear John, my nephew wants a certain video game for Christmas, but his parents have already said no. It's not a bad game. They're just struggling financially. I've been blessed and I want to help, but my brother told me he didn't want me to buy the game. Growing up, we never had much. I remember many years where our family went without much for Christmas. I thought it would be nice to get his family something that they want. I think I'm going to send them some money anonymously so they can get whatever they want. Do you think that's okay? Signed, Secret Santa. So now I guess the way I'm reading this, he would be sending the money anonymously to his brother, not the kid, I'm assuming.
Right.
So then the brother could buy whatever he would want to get for the family. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, I don't know your family dynamics, but I can tell you right now, in my family, if I had a sibling that said, I don't want your help, and then I forced my way in and helped anyway, I don't think that would end well.
Right.
I think that I would probably get that envelope sent right back to me, and then there would be some problems, and I wouldn't want that. But again, I don't know your family dynamics. So what are your thoughts on this?
Well, it depends on how he said it. If he said, you don't have to do that, then maybe it's his pride talking. But if he said, no, do not buy that game, then don't buy the game.
Yeah.
And not only that, but if you step in and do that after he's already told his child that he's not going to get that, you're just going to make the parents look bad.
Yeah, that's
in
true.
front of the child. You're going to make the parents look worthless. You're going to make them look inadequate, and that's not what Christmas is about anyway.
No. And my answer on this would be completely different if it was they don't have enough money to buy food.
Right.
Or, the power
Power's getting
or the
turned
electricity,
off,
water,
or-
something
yep.
to be turned off. It's a whole different story. That's when you step in and say, you know what?
I know
I've
you
been
don't
without,
want
you've
help.
been without.
I know you're proud,
Yeah,
but
I'm here to
you
help.
need help.
And I don't want you to pay back, and you don't owe me anything, and I'm not doing this because I'm doing it because I love you and I care about you, and I want to make sure you guys are eating. Now, if that were the case, if it was food or something important, I think that's a whole different answer.
Right.
But if it's a video game, I can tell you this. Heidi and I have been married.
Games are just games.
Yeah, we've been married for over 20 years. And during those 20 years, I wish I could say every single year was just awesome and financially things were great. Yeah. But I remember one year we didn't even put up a Christmas tree.
Yeah, I was so depressed.
And we didn't put, and it was just, it didn't feel like Christmas.
Yep.
Everything was weird. And it wasn't because, financially things were awful. It wasn't great, but I remember it was just a different year.
It was.
And there have also been times where we didn't have much, but we had each other. And that actually, some of my favorite Christmases it was about us being together, had nothing to do with the stuff, nothing to do with the gifts. Looking back on my Christmases as a kid, it wasn't about the presents anyway. So again, it'd be a whole different answer from me if it was about having food to eat,
right?
About
Agreed.
having, something super important. But if it's just a present, I would say,
back off.
Do what your brother said. If he says, hey, I don't want you doing this, maybe let him know the offer stands. If you need something, if things don't turn around, I'm blessed and I'm happy to be here to help. But I don't know. You can chime in with your advice. What do you think, folks? I know we've already got some people who have chimed in. I post these earlier in the week, and you can see it there at facebook.com/johnandheidishow. And you can also send your own letter right there as well. Just send it through Messenger, and that way it comes in. Now, if you want to send it anonymously so I don't even know who you are, you can do that at the bottom of the page on our website, johnandheidishow.com. But again, if you'd like to chime in with an answer for this one, and if you'd like to also, like I said, submit your own Dear John letter, you can do that at facebook.com/johnandheidishow.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The little thing over an I, the dot over an I, and the little dot over a lowercase
Over a
j.
letter. Okay, yes.
You know what that thing's called?
No.
It's called a tittle. Tittle.
Oh.
Little tittle. It's the dot over an I or the dot over a J.
Huh.
Little tittle. That is today's fun fact. It's fun to say. You want to say it?
No, that's all right.
You want to. Go ahead and say it.
No, I'm good.
I just see it makes you smile, though.
It does make me smile.
Tittle. And
Yeah.
you got to say it with a high-pitched voice. Tittle. Little dot over an I or J. That is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline, North Korea. Intelligence officials believe Kim Jong-un received an experimental coronavirus vaccine from the Chinese government. So my question to you, if you were Kim Jong-un and the Chinese government came to you and said, hey, we're going to give you this
Let me give you a shot.
experimental shot, would you take that?
I wouldn't.
No.
Even just being Heidi Small, I wouldn't take an experimental shot from the Chinese government.
I just think that's not such a great plan. So if it's in the news somewhere right now that he's dead and I just haven't seen it, I feel bad because now how awful would it be if that is in the news and I just didn't see it? Anyway, this is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. An Australian man allegedly caught snooping around a building site is accused of trying to pretend he was a statue when the police showed up.
Oh, that's awesome. That is epic.
3:30 in the morning. A security company reported a person walking around inside with a torch, which we refer to as a flashlight, but this is in England. They call it a torch. Officers arrived. They cordoned off the area, calling in a police dog patrol. They said that's when the handlers searched the site, locating a man inside one of the places inside there, just standing still, pretending to be a statue. Well, he didn't fool the dog. 29-year-old man was arrested, charged with being unlawfully on the premises. Checks revealed that he had outstanding court warrants and was refused police bail. Says here that he was also refused release the next day. The man remains behind bars until his court appearance.
That's
A for effort, I guess.
fantastic.
But yeah, that didn't work out too hot. Thanks for listening to today's Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. As the year comes to an end, the hype for the release of the new PS5 was at an all-time high. Unfortunately for many, scalpers and hoarders quickly bought the stocks to sell at higher prices. We were just hearing about that. There's
We
a thing.
were.
Grinch bots, I think
Yes.
they called them. So anyway, so there were people who wanted these things and didn't get them. Anyway, somebody else had their own problem. A man in Taiwan tried to trick his wife into thinking that the PS5 that he bought was an air purifier. His little ruse worked at
Oh
first.
my gosh.
However, there's an incident where a rat died inside their home, and the PS5 air purifier did not do anything to mask the smell of the rat. That is when she found out that, wait a minute, this is not an air purifier. And he
Oh
got
my
himself in
gosh.
all kinds of trouble, and he had to sell his new PS5. So, what a dummy. It's a video game. He's
Well,
playing video
who would
games on
even
the air
believe
purifier?
that that's what that was?
I don't know. But he's like, did you buy the new video? No, it's not a video. That's an air purifier. Doesn't it smell great in here now? No, it smells like dead rat. What a bizarre story. It's today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Fake news or Florida. A Miami woman was arrested for arson after she tried to set her daughter's principal's car on fire. Fake news or Florida?
Oh, I'm going to say Florida.
No, it's fake news.
I'm disappointed.
Although I could picture somebody doing that. Give my daughter detention. I hope you have AAA. For some reason, in my mind, when I imagine someone doing it, it's you. I don't know why.
I know. That's why I believed somebody could do it.
Our kids are graduated and gone, thank goodness, for all the principals. All right, this has been Fake News or Florida on the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I love this story. The whole pay it forward thing, have you ever heard of that?
Yes, I love
like
that.
At a drive-through restaurant, you know what that is?
Yes, I do.
So this is such a cool story. Headline is, Customers' Act of Kindness Sparks 2-Day Pay It Forward Chain at a Dairy Queen. This happened in Brainerd, Minnesota. I've been to Brainerd, Minnesota. It's been a long, long time ago. But an act of kindness at a customer at the DQ in that community sparked a 2-day Pay It Forward chain.
Could you imagine being the guy who broke that
thing?
chain?
Did you want to pay it forward?
Nah.
I'll just take my free Blizzard. Have a great day, y'all. No, I can't imagine that. Now that I think, I wonder if they have the guy's name in here. So a customer offered to pay for the food for the person behind them. The next customer followed suit. This kept going all the way through the following day. So it says by the end of the night, $10 was left over to keep the chain going for the next day. After hearing about what was happening, another person donated $80 to the cause, meaning DQ started with a $90 pay it forward the very next morning. They say, I've had it happen where like 10 or 15 cars, but never like this, never for more than a day. They say there was a couple that were so surprised, one lady was almost in tears. By the end of the day, nearly $10,000 worth of food was paid for by somebody else. That's over 900 customers, by the way, which is really cool. And Mike Schmitz was the one that said, I'm not paying it forward. Just kidding. There's nobody. It doesn't have anybody's name in the story. So if your name is Mike Schmitz, I just made that up. So I was trying to think of some really common names.
That's just really funny.
Somebody
did. Somebody was like,
did.
Nah.
I came here for a Blizzard. If I'm getting it for free, I'm just rolling. Thanks.
It's a good day.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.